That means the podcast
has begun.
Holy fuck. We didn't rehearse that at all.
We didn't rehearse that at all. I'm already sweating.
How close do I have to hold this to my face?
I kind of go like this.
And it works.
And everybody,
picks it up.
Target's got it on lock. Target knows what they're doing.
This is like the worst microphone ever, but also it's like good.
It's good. No, in all my videos, I'm like, wait, this is kind of good.
Yeah, no, it's like the quality.
It's solid.
It's
it's
not physically solid.
It's
it feels
like
I could crush it.
It's like
my hand.
It's a solid grip.
It's not a real Joe Rogan mic, but it's close.
No.
We should have them dangling. Next time we should dangle them. And we have to talk into.
We tape them to the ceiling.
Yeah, we dangle them, and I have a string connected to yours, so I can pull it up like a piñata, and you have a string connected to mine. And you have a string connected to mine. You can pull it up, and then you're just swinging around.
Oh my god. Okay, is this going on YouTube? What is happening here?
I don't.
Are we publishing this?
I'd like to. It'd be fun.
Me too.
I don't care.
Okay, great. Hi.
Hi, YouTube.
Welcome to Zip
Zim
Zam.
Zam.
With a P or a M?
I like Zim Zam more.
I like Zim Zam too.
Yeah. Welcome to Zim Zam Zuck, a podcast brought to you by the Tylenol Network.
By the Tylenol Network. Actually, my doctor recently told me that because my whole life, my mom was like, only Tylenol. Right? And I didn't take Tylenol until I got my first period. And then my doctor was like, no, don't take Tylenol. You have to take ibuprofen.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah, so recently I've switched.
Well, you can't just switch. It's one or the other depending on the circumstances.
No, I switched.
You need to ask your local physician before using Tylenol.
She's not even a licensed physician. She's a holistic doctor. But
this is a reaction shot.
But they taste better. Because they're candy coated, and the Tylenol ones are compressed powder.
Like a pill, one could say. One could say like a medicine pill.
Well, I'm used to capsules. Gelatin capsules that are full of herbs. That's what I'm used to. And so when I take Tylenol...
Gelatin capsules full of herbs.
Literally.
Gelatin capsules full of herbs.
And recently I've had to take liquid licorice.
Like a medicine?
Yeah.
I want to skip this part of the conversation because it's just going to be a lot of you saying how you do medically and me going, what? That's so random.
Well, it is. Anyways, how?
Oh, do you want to hear? Wait, you go first, and if it's boring, I'll cut you off again.
I was just gonna say, in general, I haven't seen you in a week and a half. How are you?
It's been rough, brother.
Oh my god, me too.
It's been a fucking fight.
It has been a fight.
Oh
my god.
You won't be able to relate to this at all.
Okay.
But our final.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's because of the fluoride in your birth control.
Right.
But
Right.
Our final project in color theory. She, of course, Jasmine, being the get her done type gal she is.
No, it's
finished her project on the day we were supposed to present how far along we were. It's just done. Just straight up done. Perfect. Everyone was loving it. An extra 30 people came into the room to watch it. I, however, finished my project a day after it was due.
Wait, I want to see it.
What?
And he never posted the discussion board. Okay, sorry, I couldn't.
Yeah. Because I'm not proud of it. Because I had to cut a lot of corners because I bit off more than I could chew. Because he was just make 12 images doing each color. And I was like, okay, I'll make 2,507 images.
Right.
That only show off really 6 of the 12 colors.
Right.
Kind of just fucking around.
No, it's a lot.
For the most part.
It's a lot.
And my brain's like, you gotta map it to the story structure archetype, because the circle matches when the red is when the person needs the thing, and when the reversal of the color, and the assignment's just show off 12 pictures. And I'm like, but the metaphysical...
I feel that. And it gets too hard that it just doesn't.
It's not fun.
Yeah.
And I convinced myself on the last day, I'm like, I got this, I can do it in one day. I do all the images. I probably drew 60 to 80
Jesus
pictures.
Christ.
And then I hit render, and it's like, yeah, 12 hours, baby. We'll have it done in 12 hours. And I emailed Andrew, and he's like, yeah, have it done by tomorrow, and you're fine.
Okay, thank God.
Because he walked up to me in the hall and went, you're not going to have this done in time. And I'm like, no, I will. And he's like, you're not, but you can have an extra day if you need it. I'm like, thanks, buddy. And that for me is not embarrassing at all. It's just like, thank God someone finally recognizes.
They know, and so why fight it when we can just ride the wave together?
Yeah, I mean, he was understanding that I am a insane person and decided to do too much work but also not enough at the same time. Right. Somehow I managed to thread that tiny needle of going above and beyond and not accomplishing the assignment. Right. So that's I just like bleeding off that stress through the rest of this week. Just it's dissipated by now. Okay. I've not thought about school. Okay. It's feeling good. I am trying to decide between 2 different jobs that both want me to work for them. And I just made a decision today, which is cool because I'm going to be working at a solar factory.
Okay, you did. Yeah. Okay, this is great. You'll make a shit ton of money. It'll be great.
Solar. Yeah, doing solar.
Solar sun, solar sun, and solar panels and wires and panels.
Sometimes you gotta look in the sun and see if it's on or not, because one day what if the sun goes out and then we're all out of solar and we gotta use coal. We're gonna move into Tanner's hot news segment.
Well, first, can I talk about my color project
for
a second?
Shit. Yeah.
Because
Okay, but in the back of your mind, think of how awesome Tanner's hot news segment is going to be.
Stay tuned.
And stay tuned. Coming next. And also, kind of listen to what she's saying, but in the back of your mind,
don't
be like, oh my god, there's a hot scoop coming up.
There's a hot scoop coming up, and you don't know what could be in the scoop.
Kind of pay attention to her, but not as much.
Right.
I want you to be thinking about me the whole time.
Right. Naturally.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
it's coming.
I wanted to get my project done because I was like, otherwise only Andrew's gonna see it, and that's not. It's like a show.
The whole world deserves to see it.
Right.
They do, because it was fucking awesome.
So I was like, I'll have it done. And I told them at the beginning of class, I said, hey, it's 20 minutes, so make sure we have enough time. And then, of course, we ran out of time and we didn't get to see it, right? And then also, too, because...
Can I sidebar real quick?
Yeah.
I'm drinking water right now so I can pass a drug test. Continue.
Okay. So, basically, your fucking water ruined my train of thought.
I'm sorry, I just fucking...
Yeah,
I didn't know when to segment that in.
Thank you for validating my feelings. Okay? No.
I'm a great co-host.
So, even though I had it done on Thursday, doesn't mean I wasn't grinding that weekend. I spent 80 hours playing the violin.
I bet. That shit sounded amazing.
And well, okay, because here's what happened. I was like, okay, it's okay. I mean, it's not the perfect, but whatever, right? So I go in there, I show part of it. Andrew's like, can I talk to you? I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, that was really cool, but it's not perfect, which is what I thought, but hearing it from somebody else, plummet. Right? I was like, there is a chance that I might not get 100%. And I was not okay.
I rolled.
No, it's a big eye roll. Because then I went home and I was like, how's the presentation? And I'm like, I'm embarrassed by the fact that I don't want to talk about it.
That's me with everything I do.
Yeah.
You know, when you're like, I believed in this. I talked about it a lot. Then I saw what it looked like, and I didn't like it.
Okay,
but first...
Tanner's hot scoop!
Hot news scoop! So, do you know the rapper Logic?
He sings the I Don't Want to Die.
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah. I know him personally. He's my cousin.
Personally? Well, you might fucking do that pretty soon, because Logic is now a resident of Bend, Oregon.
No way!
He lives in Bend fucking Oregon now.
He lives here now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to collab.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Wait, okay, do we know where?
I fucking don't know where he lives. No, I don't know, his address.
Well...
His address is 123 Playground Street, Bend, Oregon.
His address...
Hunt him down. Hunt him down with forks and knives and big tiki torches. Go to his house, find his address, burn his mail,
Right.
put in fake mail,
Right.
put in bees in those mail, little bees, put them in your mail, and he
Stepped
opens
on a
it.
bee.
Yeah.
My dog stepped on a bee. I love that clip of Amber Heard
I don't know about this.
in the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial situation.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched a fucking lot of it though. You bet I was eating up those live streams.
Yes.
I didn't see the bee part.
Oh, okay. Well, there was one part where she was going on about how, she's a victim, right? And then all of a sudden she goes, my dog stepped on a bee. And then she has like a stroke. I'm like
just completely separated from the context.
Completely separate, yeah. My dog stepped on a bee? Yeah.
What do you think about that case? Because thank fucking God Johnny Depp won.
Yes.
But that's also I don't know if that's
how do we know?
How do we know? We were presented with so much evidence.
Right.
And I think I get personally really annoyed when I see people being like, the man finally won in court. This is going to set a precedent for men. No, it's just someone
was abused and they...
Someone was lying and trying to make money off of, exploiting their significant other.
Right.
And...
It doesn't matter if that was
abused them, and then it was just, accusation, which was false.
Right.
And backed up by evidence. I think that it was a very, very entertaining case, and it was very, nicely delivered. The evidence that was delivered kind of was very well put out.
I agree. Do you know why they televised it?
Because it's motherfucking Johnny Depp, motherfucking
Okay,
Amber
I didn't know
Heard.
if there was a reason.
Also, I'm pretty sure the public has the right to view every court case. You can walk into any court and just watch.
But the jury can't tell people what the case is about.
I don't know. I'm not a lawman.
Well, no, because my dad did jury duty once, right?
Yeah.
And when he came home, he couldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
It was but yet I could just go to the court and watch it publicly.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be explaining from his personal information he collected.
Oh,
which is
I
probably
see.
more than the case is shown, actual seeing of evidence. But you could walk it and form your own opinion.
I see.
Yeah,
I see.
So that's why it was televised. We're not fucking news anchors. Let's move. I think it was a fun discussion.
We're having a normal conversation.
Normal conversation.
Okay, what's your hot topic?
Oh, my secret segment?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is called "Did I Write That Sober or Not?"
Whoa!
We are going to check out a few random selections on my notes app, and Jasmine is going to identify sober or nah.
Sober or nah?
Okay.
Is that what we're calling the segment?
Sober or nah?
Sober or nah?
I think that's funny. I just think it's funny. Okay.
Okay, this is great.
This first one is called "Legs for Lasers?" ? This was written...
And there's nothing else after that?
Nope.
Okay.
This is written at 10:10 p.m. on May 19th, 2022. Legs for
recently.
lasers.
Legs for lasers? ?
You just have to guess, was this written sober or nah?
I think not. I think sober.
Correct.
I think you were
That
sober.
one was sober. And that was... I'll have to come back to you on that one about what it's about.
Okay.
I think it had to do with a joke I came up with Bernie Sanders pledging, he running for president again, but this time on the preface that I'm Bernie Sanders and I'm gonna build bigger, cooler lasers in the sky.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a joke in there, but it's kind of put together, so it's not laugh out loud yet.
Right.
But Bernie Sanders would in fact be going into the presidency with the full campaign being focused on he's going to build big fucking cool lasers in the sky, and he's going to just shoot them all over. Because wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't you vote for the guy with the biggest lasers blasting all over the place?
Absolutely.
I also would do that.
Absolutely. Okay, next one.
Next one.
I'm 1 for 1. Oh shit. Okay.
This one is a lot.
Okay.
Do you want to go through a big one? Or do you want short ones like a legs for lasers?
I think short ones.
Okay, short ones.
No, just give me the title.
This one's called Dimensions Hypersigil.
Hypersigil. Spell that out for me, please.
Hyper, Hyper.
Uh-huh.
Sigil, Sigil. As in you draw a sigil or a symbol. A sigil is a symbol in a physical location, like a religious sigil.
Oh, okay.
Like imagine like.
Sorry. Well, remember I'm 12, so it's.
She's 12.
This is hard for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Dimensions.
Hypersigil. Would you like more?
Just give me a synopsis here.
I can't do that.
Okay.
The world of dimensions is a hypersigil.
Mm-hmm.
Study the theology of every religion and depict the constant story. The story of the Aztecs, story of the Babylonians, story of the Hebrews, story of the Chinese religions, the underlying picture, and the unifying threat. A deliverance of condensed knowledge.
It's a nah.
It's a nah sober?
It's an you are nah sober.
Correct. This was a nah sober incident in which I took a little bit of that marijuana liquid, which I have these little liquid? Yeah, I have a little container. It's like from like fucking doctors basically.
Okay.
It's a tincture. So it's
Is it like CBD oil, but like plus the other shit?
Yeah, plus the shit that's usually in it. So it's less of a plus and more like a not minusing. Yeah.
Right.
As the weed heads would call it.
Right.
But it's like 75% CBD and like 25% THC in the mixture.
Okay.
And like percentages. I don't know exactly.
Wait, so you were... Oh, I guess we're dealing with sober, not drunk. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a nah. So you got it right. It's nah.
It's
nah
a nah.
sober.
If there's a run-on sentence involved, I'm automatic nah.
Fair, but that will be a misleading calculation.
Okay. All right.
In the way that I process for my notes app, it's
right.
for me, and me don't care about run-on sentences.
Right, but that's you.
That's me.
That's for you.
That's for...
But I feel like everyone is also, like, that, like, this is for me, and that's for you.
Yeah, because Dimensions Hypersigil was written to be for me, and not to be shared with you.
Right, well, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it.
Would you like one more?
One more. I'm scared.
That one's a bit difficult.
Okay. Something where just like give me the title.
Well, this is a classic.
Okay, classic, right.
This is written at 2:51 a.m.
Okay.
April 29th, 2022.
Okay, also recently.
Fear of death keeps me awake at night right now. Fear of not seeing my future. Fear of being fundamentally broken. Shit. End note. That's some deep shit, bro.
That is... So it could go both ways.
It could go both ways. Am I, number one... Let's run through the thought processes here. Too emotionally insecure to not make this stuff, not under the influence? Or do I need to be intoxicated to elicit real feelings of fear?
Oh, shit.
Or am I comfortable enough with myself to do these just kept up late at night? It's a difficult question.
But are you?
You're gonna have to you're making like a character judgment right now.
I know, and I feel really bad whatever answer I give.
Yeah.
I'm
swing
gonna
for the
say,
fences.
I feel my first instinct was nah.
Yeah. You're going with that? You gonna lock in?
I would do so bad on one of these games where they're like,
lock in?
Are you gonna lock in?
Okay, there's 100,000 billion gold bucks on the line.
Right.
You can't redeem them. But are you gonna lock in your answer?
Steve, I'm locking it in.
You're locking it in.
I'm locking it in.
Nah. What is nah?
What is nah for... Okay. All right. I'll accept it.
Sober thought I had.
I'll accept it.
Let's talk about the repercussions of that.
Okay. I understand if you never want to talk to me again.
Oh, Jasmine.
Okay. Wait, also, you spelled jazz with 2 Z's.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are under the impression that there's 2 Z's. It's 1 Z.
I know it's onesie, but I was saying it like jazz.
Okay, God. Okay, sorry.
It was more like slang.
Back to.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
Back to
this is, I guess, narcissistic to just be like, oh, I'm talking about me as a deep man.
Tara,
but
that's
no,
all that I do.
I know, and you make thousands of millions
of
gold bucks off of it.
Thousands.
Off the interwebs.
Right.
But no, that was just I do that frequently where I'm just up too late at night. And I'm just like, I'm not like directly like feeling fear, but I'm like in my own brain, and I'm like, this is something that I am scared of. You know, I think it's good to like write those down so they're like not like distant really, and you like look at it and you're like, that can't be true, and then you're like, well, I wrote it down, so a deeper reflective part of me is like, yeah, that is true. So yeah, it's just something I like to do. It's a little self-diagnosis.
You write it down, I say it out loud. It's great.
It's different for all of us.
But I do think at the end of the day, you gotta get it out of your brain somehow.
You gotta get it out. It's gotta be shat out.
Shit it out, piss it out, talk it out, sing it out.
Dance it out. Rap it out.
Right.
Write it out.
Right.
Tap it out. Do a little tap dance to get your feelings out.
Right. Do a little. Wait, okay, my segment.
Jazmataz segment.
Okay. Okay. So my question is.
Okay.
We're gonna analyze each other's, like, what broken bone vibe do I and you give off?
Hell yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I like this.
Like,
all right.
Like
okay, I already got my answer.
Like, we know I've broken my pinky, right? But I don't give off I've had a broken pinky vibe.
Okay, can I just go ahead and answer?
I know you've yeah.
Broken ankle.
Okay.
I'm going with sprained ankle.
Sprained ankle.
I'm going
and how?
Sprained ankle doing something so mundanely boring.
Okay.
Like stepping wrong.
Right.
And then wearing the boot for way too long.
And
going full crutches, or you wouldn't scooter. You're not a scooter.
No,
you would
absolutely
never scooter.
not.
You might crutch.
I would crutch.
You would crutch for a bit, but then you'd try to get off the crutches.
I feel like it would be too uncomfortable for me.
And you like to have body movement.
Right.
You're a dancer at heart. You're
right.
active at heart. At heart. You're just a dancer in the bottom of your soul.
I'm just a mover. I'm a mover. That's what they call it at ASU, moving. People would be like, I love watching you move. I love watching you move. It's so touching. I miss moving with you. Anyways.
I want to fill that school with bees.
Yeah. Hey, yes, you. Okay. Okay, so yeah, just doing something mundane, but then maybe I think I would tell people that I was doing something like, oh, I was playing
You'd embellish. I don't think you'd straight up lie, and you'd be like, it's so goofy that I can't believe I did it. I
can't believe I've done this. Yeah.
I was like going down the stairs, and my dog was in the way, and I like tripped over her while holding my laundry basket.
Right.
And then I sprained my.
It was totally not my fault.
Totally broken though.
Right.
Do you like want to see my X-rays? I have pictures of my X-rays.
Right.
And you do want to sign my cast. Okay.
When I broke my pinky and I had surgery, and I got a cast up to my elbow.
That seems excessive.
It was excessive because they tape. Anyways. When I just wanted people to sign. I wanted attention.
See, that's what I was onto.
I wanted attention, and I wanted it to be bright ass, blinding pink.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But I woke up and it was just wrapped in gauze, and I have never felt more sad. And then I got a mole removed from my ankle, and they were just supposed to like remove it, right? But instead, they cut a diamond out of my skin. And as you can see,
there's a scar.
There's a scar, and my skin like dips. Like they didn't need to do that. Yeah. But anyways, so then they had to wrap that in gauze, and then I was like limping, and it was like a whole thing. And then people were like, "Oh my god, did you break your limb?" I'm like, "No, I got a mole removed."
Ooh, that's like a little embarrassing.
It wasn't, and now and they did the same thing on my back, and I have this giant scar on my back. And every time people see it, they go, "Oh my god." Did you have scoliosis surgery? I did too. I said, no, I had a mole removed, Sarah.
Oh my God.
Anyways.
Who's
Okay.
Sarah?
Okay. Your vibe, I was thinking about this. I'm getting, because like my mom has broken wrist vibes, but you don't have broken wrist vibes. You have like full on broken arm, like this situation. You have like a solid jumped off the swing.
Yep.
Broke my arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have.
And like you still have the cast.
Oh shit. I've not broken any bone.
You said you broke your back.
It wasn't broken.
Okay.
It was unaligned.
Right.
Which one would say is worse when your spine is just like.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a scoliosis situation where you're just a little fucking broken from the beginning.
Right.
It was like
straight out the puss. Yeah. Sorry.
Editor, please cut that segment. And then cut the segment of me saying cut that from the video. Because I don't want to be seem like anti-feminist. Because dick jokes are funny and you can say balls, cock, and it's like that's content.
Right.
But as soon as you're straight out the puss, that is cut.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see who edits this.
Yeah, we'll see who edits. It's either you or me, and whoever gets final cut is gonna end up either keeping this whole thing in, or I don't know. We'll see. You'll see. I guess we won't see.
Where were we going with this?
We were talking about my injury still.
Right.
I kind of agree.
Okay.
I feel like I'd be broken nose.
Interesting.
Like a bit
you
of
do give broken nose vibes.
Like a real Spider-Man, real punched in the face.
But like in high school. The arm would have been like.
But like I fell on my face.
Right.
Yeah. And I had like a fucking like the.
In PE though. In PE.
Oh yeah.
Like in high school, in PE, and like.
Like dodgeball to the back of the head.
Exactly.
Falling on the
dodgeball, but like. You and your friends were like, we're not gonna do this, and you try, like, let's say you had to do like P90X one day, you had to do like Zumba or something, and y'all were like, nah. And so you were doing Zumba, and instead you're like, I'm gonna throw a backflip in there, and that didn't go well, and you broke your nose. And then people said, how do you break it? I was Zumbaing too hard.
I can agree with this one. I like that one.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page.
Good segment.
Ding! I misaligned my back in Switzerland.
All right, let's get into this.
Okay. Well, so when I was in Switzerland,
that's also a great like. I'm like in a social environment and I want to go talk to someone.
Right.
Like use that as your pickup line.
Right. I misaligned my back in Switzerland. Yeah. No, so when I was in 2010, we did our family's great European adventure. Right? That was close. And we went to Switzerland to stay with my parents' friends who live there.
Sick.
Yeah. And anyways, they had a trampoline. And I have a trampoline. My trampoline obsession is to the point where
family.
when I was 6 years old, I told my parents, I said, when we move, can I lock in now that we will get a trampoline?
Lock in. Lock that in.
And they locked it in, and they did not lose their promise. So the day that we decided to move to Oregon, my parents sat me down at the table, and they said, Jasmine, order your trampoline.
Wow. You seem like a teacher's pet of your kid, like favorite child.
My parents were very good in that they didn't play favorites, but I definitely was Miss Goody Two Shoes, and if I wasn't, it was I was distraught.
Oh yeah, I was.
Like I can count how many times I've been in trouble, and every time I think about it, I think I get like I'm like not okay.
I can count the amount of times like months in my life where my parents have been like, "We like you."
Right. Okay. All right.
Which is different. And it's not like they hated me. It's like they're like, you did this and we're annoyed right now with you.
Right.
As a fundamental just concept, we're annoyed with your existence.
Okay.
So, yeah, that my complex comes from there, which is like a, I have the I have to make my existence worthwhile type energy. Yeah. And we probably both have that in different ways.
100%.
I feel like yours might be socially oriented.
Yeah.
And mine is like, someday I need to like redeem myself to my extremely over-the-top family that has extreme like career success goals things.
Interesting.
And mine is my redemption arc in my head is always like the undercut and not like the get on the train and do the job.
Right.
And like do the A pluses type deal. It's like a do something so unexpected and kind of like a big fuck you.
You got it. If anybody can do it, it's Tanner.
Oh, I know I got it. They say that I have to do it at this point.
Okay.
At this point,
right.
we're
at this point, everyone's on the same page.
My parents are like, yeah, you got to do it someday.
Okay.
And I'm like, I'm working on it. They're like, good.
Guys, hold on. I'm working
on having enough money to say fuck you.
Right. Well, let me know how that goes. I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, well, I'll have you cameo as Squid number 9 in my upcoming Dimensions movie coming out 2045.
2045. I can be Squid.
Squid number. Did I say 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the background squids.
I once played a sheepdog in a Christian play.
Put that on your resume.
I should. Well, because I wanted to be in it, but I was like, yo, no lines.
Wait.
And they were like, we'll just make you sheepdog.
Sheepdog. That sounds like a pretty good role to have.
The play was called The Dogs Must Be Crazy, and it was about how the Christian cats and the Christian dogs were fighting at Christmas time because the cats didn't like the dogs. It was a musical too.
That's deep, bro. Also, ding 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 ding.
Ding ding ding.
New segment. How much have you interacted with religion throughout your life?
Ooh, this is a good question. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
Gone to church and like basically my whole life until I was in high school. Then I was like, I'm not gonna go anymore.
Okay.
And actually in middle school I was like, I don't want to go anymore.
Right.
I just figured it out. Jesus is like one of the Santa Claus things.
Okay.
Where the parents are all in on it until you tell them. You're like, oh, I just figured it out. Then they're like, oh, right, we were joking.
We were joking.
That's too silly. But I was like, yeah, when I was like 13, I was like, Bobby, it's like a Santa Claus thing. It's like Jesus. Jesus is like Santa Claus.
Right, Jesus is like the tooth fairy.
Like,
right.
Never say that again.
I was going to say.
And I was like, okay. And then I continued to say it, and they're like,
that's
all right.
good.
They don't even. My parents don't even go to church anymore.
Right.
It's we had a really fucking awesome church.
Okay.
And most people don't end up saying stuff like that.
Right.
But like, we went to a church.
Fucking awesome church.
It was really good. It was the pastor was like multiple PhDs, like super educated science dude.
Like not like pastor, like pastor.
Yeah, and he'd get in there and he'd be like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
He'd get in there.
He'd be up on something. He's like, this section, I don't get it. Or this doesn't make any sense. And people would be like asking questions, and he'd be like trying to answer them, and a lot of the time be like, I don't know.
I'll fucking know. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's good. You're confused. I'm fucking confused, bro.
I'm fucking confused, bro. Yeah, pretty much.
The most scarring Christianity moment I had is we were all like in the bunk rooms, right? In like Seattle, I think, on a mission trip. And he comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Tanner." And I was like getting ready to go to sleep. And I'm like, "What's up?" He looks at me with a full-sized carrot, right?
Full-sized carrot.
Like a full regular carrot.
Like an adult carrot.
Like an adult carrot.
Right, not a baby carrot.
And he goes, and eats that shit like motherfucking Bugs Bunny. And I was astonished that was humanly possible. And that was my most scarring Christianity moment.
Bow your heads, let's pray. Oh my god.
Jesus is real. Jesus is king.
Oh my god.
He blessed that man with the power to eat a whole carrot like motherfucking Bugs Bunny. And that was my first sight and last sight of God.
Right. That's when you saw God and you never saw him again.
Never saw him again.
My relationship with religion is kind of similar. I grew up.
You got youth group vibes.
No.
Whoa!
No,
You got Young Life. Did you go to Young Life?
My sister did, and it's...
Shit, you buzzed right by it. You're so close.
And you know why? It's because I could not handle any sort of idea of, like, a camp, an away situation.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, I am the bitch who never made it through a sleepover.
Yeah. No, that...
Yeah.
I knew that?
Yeah.
Like, I knew
I
that
have
was
been
true.
called a party pooper to my face on multiple sleepover occasions.
See, that's why I say I gotta fucking prove it to them. My right to exist comes from a social edge.
Yeah.
And it's not saying that you're not socially capable. It's you participated in social events differently.
Yeah. And sometimes it didn't go so well.
Yeah.
Because people were like, why are you literally bawling as if, like, Obama died? Right. Exactly.
Ballin'.
Right. But I was like, no, I'm just really anxious because I have a need for routine, and change is very hard. Mm-hmm. And so the idea of sleeping over at somebody's house where it's like, yo, this ain't my bathroom. Mm-hmm. You guys don't have snacks that I'm used to eating. Oh my God.
Comfort is gone.
Comfort equals gone. And so after about like 4th grade, I just was like no to any sleepover. I just kind of made excuses because I didn't want to embarrass myself.
That's good.
And then in high school, I kind of did the same thing. But I was like, also, Jasmine, I'm in high school, so I'll probably be okay. So the next time I ever slept alone was when I lived alone in my dorm. Yeah. So that was interesting.
So did you go to sleepovers in high school? Because
No.
I feel like, that's the point in which sleepovers become, let's drink alcohol.
Right.
Especially, like, after sophomore year.
I stayed at friends' houses, like, well, also, I didn't have, like, a group of friends. I just had, like, Allison. And so I would go over to Allison's house, and I'd stay there until, like, 1 a.m., but then, like, I'd go home.
That makes sense.
Right. But it was never a sleepover thing.
I was always a sleepover guy. And I'd be like, Mom and Dad, let me go stay over at my friend's house so we can play Xbox.
Right.
I feel like having a thing is essential. Like,
It is essential.
You can't be like, I want to, like, if I was like, hey, Jasmine, do you want to hang out?
Right.
We'd be like,
what do we do?
We want to hang out. And we probably both enjoy spending time with each other, but like, we need a thing to do.
I am a thing girl.
I'm a thing person.
I am a thing gal. Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, when I would have friends over, when they would leave, my mom would have to sit me down and she'd be like, Jasmine, you were, like, entertaining them. I'm like, well, what are we going to do? Just sit there and, like, watch something? I'm like, I need to be, like, braiding their hair, or we need to be, like, painting our nails, or, like, we need to do an art project. I'm a thing person.
People get overwhelmed by thing doers.
Yes.
There is only room for one in a group, and they have to have all of the social clout available in the group. They have to be the coordinator. They have to run the situation. They have to be the I'm in this person's group type. Like, you can't be character number 2 and be the thing doer.
Thank you.
Thank you. That person will get ejected from power. The vice president cannot be calling shots.
They cannot be the thing doer. It's just
a hierarchy, like a social hierarchy thing. I'm just checking if this is recording. Let me see if it's recording. Because this is some hot content.
This is hot. Okay, speaking of like very specific types of people, so every week I FaceTime my friend Allison from high school. We're still very good friends. And we determined that both her and I, while we are both, like, girly girls, like, we like getting dressed up and whatever, we're not, like, we both have, like we have the shoe. Like, we have our shoes. You know what I mean? It's not like I've got this collection of shoes and every day I'm like, oh, I gotta pick out. It's like, no, my Birkenstocks. Like, those are, like, my shoes. And any other shoe is like a special shoe that I would maybe...
Like a bonus shoe.
It's a bonus shoe.
And that's a guy mentality.
Exactly. Like, we both... Like, we are, like, the shoe people.
It's very, like, dichotomous to just be, like, guy-girl thing. But we're talking about general stereotypes.
But also... But, like... on top of that, like, I wouldn't consider myself, like, a casual, like, I don't know, I just have, like...
What's the term for, like, boy acting? Is it tom girl?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, girl with, like, boyish traits. And I know that's,
that's tomboy.
It's the reverse. It's the opposite. It's tomboy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't classify you as that.
No.
But it's like, there is a separation between, like, existing wholly in your gender.
Right.
And operating as in that's the thing you gotta do.
Right.
And then, there's, like, a threshold there.
Right.
And you're like, somewhere outside of it. I can't determine it because I'm, like,
I can't
not
either.
you.
No, but it's just, I don't know, shoes have just always come last for me. I'm like, it's just my feet. Also, I have really big feet. I can't, like, I've always just had, like, it's like if I've got to go out and get a new pair of shoes, I'm not like, oh my God, like, I just, like, want another pair. It's like, I've got to go out and replace my shoe.
Yeah, the shoe. That's me.
Like, I've got to get, like, the new Converse.
I have the shoe.
What's your shoe?
I don't even know. That's how little
Well, and
I care.
so it's been so hard living here. I've had to have multiple
the shoes
with the different weather.
The bend. You want to know the bend strat?
Okay.
The boots.
Okay, I've got the boots.
Get those. Those cannot be like, oh, I'm gonna wear some fancy boots.
No.
It's got to be like fucking walking in mud
right.
boots, but also look cool at school boots.
Right.
Because you're gonna need them in winter.
I have docs.
Get some like leathers. Yeah. Solid.
I've got
then you
the
gotta
boot.
Get the shoe.
Right.
Tennis shoe.
Right.
Something in that category. Mm-hmm. Nikes, flat tops,
yep.
Vans, something like that.
Yep. Got it.
Then you got to get the sandal.
I have the sandal. It's my
Birkenstocks. Is it an all-purpose water sandal?
No, and so that's where it comes in. I had to buy Tevas.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Tevas are going to get you less street cred in Bend.
Right. That's what I've realized. I need Chacos.
You're going to have to go with the Chacos.
I know.
You're going to have to go with the toe-strapped, back-wrapped Chacos.
Toe-strapped, back-wrapped Chaco?
Yeah, the toe-strapped, back-wrapped Chaco. And that's going to give you optimal water sports ability.
Okay.
Why would I need that? I don't do water sports. You're living in Bend.
You're living in Bend. I know.
And so it's made be able to swap from aquatic activity to land-based activity in an instant. You're going to need that ability.
Right. Right. And so that's why it's been really, in terms of clothing, it has been so overwhelming living here. Because also in Phoenix, I had like the jacket. And here I've got to have multiple jackets. It's like, which one is the jacket?
You need the heavy jacket. Which is
I have the heavy
your
jacket.
Snow, like skiing, snowboarding.
I don't have that.
Like fucking blizzard coming in, baby.
I don't have that.
You're gonna need one of those. That's
don't
a
have that.
fucking ski jacket.
I've just got my Gonya.
Your Gonya sweet, and then you need the puff.
I've got the puff.
That's perfect. I think you're set. I don't know how much snow activity you do.
Well, we wanted to do more. We were like, oh my God, I can't wait to go skiing. And then we never did.
Because it's expensive.
Yeah.
And you cannot go skiing without having all of the gear.
The jacket.
You have to have all the gear ready. And you have to have, like, the long johns ready. Like, you have to have the routine. The routine for me is I have all of my ski stuff in a crate. Like, in a plastic bin.
Okay.
I wake up in the morning, long johns on, put that on.
Right.
Put on
you
the
just
snow
whip
pants.
out the crate. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put on the snow pants. And then that's my outfit.
Right.
For the day. Is wearing long johns and ski pants.
Right.
And then, we go pack the lunch, get in the car.
Right.
Assemble the equipment on you.
Right.
As you exit the vehicle onto the mountain.
The classic hatchback, get ready.
Well, the classic $125,000 modified Sprinter van.
Right.
But that's different.
Right. Right, but yeah.
That is a Bend classic.
It is a
blend. It's disgusting, and we're selling it.
Even though you have one?
Yeah.
Oh, my dad was like, Jess, do you think we should get a Sprinter van? Everyone has one here. I'm like, do we need one?
I don't think you get it.
No.
You buy a Sprinter van, and that shit is 2 seats and all metal.
Right.
You have to work on that. We built that thing. That's why it's worth so much.
Right.
We put in our custom electrical system, custom solar panels.
Mm-hmm.
I did a lot of that installation because I'm a certified solar installer. And then we put a electric cooler.
I feel like every time you say the word solar, we should put an echo.
Solar!
Yeah,
Solar energy! Like Captain Planet, a little bit. Did you catch that one?
So, listen.
Yep.
I went to the Rex Orange County concert this week.
Right.
With my mom. And I was having... Well, first of all, I have a lot of thoughts about the judgment from our generation. We can get to that another time. But it also got me thinking about, like, I haven't been around that many people my age in so long.
Yeah.
And it almost was like, this isn't real. Like, you aren't real. You know what I mean? Like, I only see people on the internet, and I'm like, you're not in real life. You're just, you're not supposed to be here.
I don't think our generation really understands what we look like.
Yes.
And, like...
Yes.
Because we've, like, fractalized into, like, these different, like, super clusters of people online that are all like, yeah, what we're doing is normal. And that's what everyone's doing, because we're in this, like, reflection tank in which we all think, like, everyone else does the same thing.
Right.
Like, the people who wear, like, streetwear. Let's say that for one.
Right.
Like, that's a big part of our generation.
Right.
Is, like, high fashion, like, Supreme, like, brand stuff.
Right.
But they don't realize the small percentage that they are. And they think we're the generation.
We are Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like, this is Gen Z. And then the other group of people, like, my side of the generation of, like, girly, swirly, fun, plants. Yeah, it's like, we represent the not
we represent
included, but, like,
Gen Z. And me is like, I live in, like, the internet hacker coders, like, fucking breaking shit on the internet. We live in the internet. We're product innovators.
Right.
We're entrepreneurs. We're always, like, moving. And we're, like grabbing on to these new facets of the internet that allow us to create insanely new concepts, like novel business and novel, like, I don't know, video and stuff like that.
Which is
like,
very cool. Yeah.
Like, the breakers. That's what I see our generation as.
Right.
And I'm like, that is, like, maybe 1,000 people.
Right. But I'm sure a lot of people in that group
There's a lot
like,
of people around
this is Gen Z.
Yeah, but I also, like, connect that to groups I don't like. But I'm like, we're all part of the same pool.
What do you mean?
Like, the dudes on TikTok selling, like, I don't know, like, their clothing brand.
Oh, yeah.
I connect that. I'm like, that's part of our generation. Is, like, the musician.
Right.
The new age musician, the TikTok musician, and the platform creators. That's what I see as our generation. Like, people that are like, I am the product.
Yeah. And
I sell shirts with my face on them.
Right.
Like, to that level, like, a lot of us are focused on...
This is interesting.
I feel like Gen Z has an obsession with success based around themselves. And, like, that's how I see it. Like,
because we see that if you are not successful as your own brand, meaning, like, making it big on any sort of platform, therefore you are not cool, and therefore you are not special, and you will be forgotten.
Like, if you are a fucking NASA engineer, that's cool. That's really respected still. But, like, for some reason we have this idea that your level of success is dictated by image and not dictated by the work you do. So if the work
I have been meaning to word that in the way you just worded that for so long.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. And I fall victim to that too. Your success and you do too.
Absolutely. And I'm trying my darnest hardest to not do that. But it's impossible.
Is it bad?
I think it's bad.
Right now it's at an unequal percentage.
I think it's bad. That's up to the person. For me, and the way that my brain works, it's bad.
Yeah.
But for somebody else, they might absolutely thrive in a healthy way off of that. It destroys me.
I think I have a okay idea on how I will approach this for the rest of my life.
Interesting. Please share.
So, I want to go into these public industries, like, I don't know, like screenwriting. That is something that if I do the best at it,
right,
like I am the best ever at it,
right,
my face is on things.
What do you consider the best ever? Like winning an award?
No, like being, like, revolutionizing the idea.
Oh, okay. Like Lin-Manuel.
Yeah,
right.
like game changing.
Right.
Like before me, after me.
Got it.
But I don't want my face on anything.
Interesting.
I do not want that. I would be upset if I saw that.
Interesting.
But I want to make content.
Like, you want to change the game, but you don't want to be in the game after that.
I want to change the game, and then people don't know who changed it. Like,
interesting.
I want the behind the scenes of real life, like real life people who have succeeded do, which is they hang out with other people who have succeeded.
Right.
At doing the thing they like.
Right.
And no one is, like, thinking about them. Besides the people in industry. I want to be known in industry, and that's it. Because I want to hang out with people that do what I do at the highest level. I want to be known in industry, and that is it. Because what I want is the social connection with people that do really cool shit that I do.
That is such a good way to approach this.
And then,
or like the mindset.
Do you want to hear my YouTube mindset?
Okay.
I have been wanting to make a YouTube channel my whole life.
Right.
And I've done one, and I hated it because I was in it. You can't make a YouTube channel without you in it.
You can if you're like a teacher.
Yeah. Or if you use a form of artificial intelligence to generate an image of yourself as a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
And then you do video essays and talk about whatever you want inside of a narrative.
Right.
Inside of your bedroom.
Right.
Inside of a 3D motion capture set piece.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I call fucking fun. And good content. Because really, people aren't always going to your channel for you.
Right.
Like, not the image of you.
Right.
They're not looking at you every second and being like, I'm here to look at you. I'm here to...
And some people are.
Some people
are
it's
like...
different.
They get attached to... Like, somebody could be making, like, cooking videos, right? Mm-hmm. And they could hate cooking. And so people are attracted to, like, the idea of this person. While some people are there for, like, the cooking.
I want people to come to my channel for the idea of the person.
Okay.
Which is me.
But they don't know it's you because you're like...
But they don't know who that is.
Interesting.
Because I don't value myself in that way. Because I know that it's not true that I am a wizard. Or I am a person who's able to be this, like, separate from reality in this way. I know that I'm a person who, like, is extremely average at heart.
No, but okay.
But, yeah. But I am. I just have the ability to, like, think of some fun ideas over a long period of time.
Right.
And put them together. In the compression I do is very interesting. But that's why people would come to my channel.
Right.
Is to see the compression of year-long ideas. Like me trying to figure out this show format. First it was called the Tanner Miller Moment, which would be me just talking about things. Right. And then I got bored making it. Because I was like, I don't like looking at myself.
Right.
And then the next version of it was a stop-motion channel where I had this little guy called Lord Gold, who's like a circle with legs, and I do like a little video, and then I got bored of that. And then I found the motion capture technology. And then I was like, I'm going to make it a narrative. I love narratives. Right. It's going to be me and my friend Sean and my roommate. And we're going to be going through an adventure in a magical land. No, I cannot rely on other people. I cannot rely on an upfront narrative because I will get bored making it. I need to be able to do a format in which I can print out the video and then attach in the module, which is anything. Which is, like, I need to be able... I'm able to spin a connection between them in any way. But I need a boat and a container that I put on the boat each time. And the boat has to be fun each time. Like, making the boat each time. I can't do anything else. So I've, like, almost distilled this concept perfectly, and it's also a direct representation of how I want to be viewed online. Because I have this concept of something I call the digital skin.
Okay.
Which is... every single person has a digital skin.
Right.
Jazmataz is a digital skin.
Right.
That's not you. It's a ghost left by you in a moment captured on film.
Right.
It's not an active representation of you.
Right.
It's not live.
Right.
And it's not able to respond to...
I see what you're saying.
React. So I made the concept of the digital skin a legitimate thing in the product, which is me being painted.
Right.
That is
it's literally not you.
I literally put on digital skin.
Right. Literally.
Literally put on digital skin to protect my identity. Because...
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure in the future, for our generation, is going to become a crisis pretty soon.
Yeah.
Once we start getting into the world. Being anonymous will be more valuable in real life than the internet because of our permanent digital footprint we created without knowing through our childhoods, because we were the first people to be exposed to it. The Web 2.0 reactionary internet where it infinitely stores data upon yourself. Being anonymous in real life will be more valuable because I know Jasmine now. She made the mistake of letting me know her first and last name. If I wanted to know and, like, find, like, pictures of her as, like, a kid, I could go onto her parents' Facebook or whatever. I could, like, do all of that stuff.
Right.
I would have an infinite record of you.
Right.
And if you one day got famous for something, like your childhood friends or people kind of close to you with, like, weird videos of you, like freshman year in high school, all over.
Right.
I want to be anonymous in real life.
I know. I came to
My plan is to build a superhero armored Iron Man suit. We'll get into that later.
Right. No, okay. It's interesting because when I started my YouTube channel, the goal, before I, like, fell in love with, like, editing and all that shit, the goal was to become a famous beauty guru.
Yeah.
The goal was to be a micro celebrity. You know what I mean? But then that got exhausting, and
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What age was this?
This was 7th grade.
I did the same thing in 7th grade. But my connection, the thing I was like, I need to be this, was, like, salad fingers guy, the what's it called?
Different side of YouTube, yeah.
The side of YouTube in which the creator was not present.
Like Annoying Orange?
Yeah, kind of. I didn't really like Annoying Orange.
I didn't either. He was annoying.
But, like, Lego stop motion was probably my thing that I instantly was like, I need to be one of these people.
Right. That's how I felt watching, like, beauty gurus.
I made a bunch of them.
Right.
I made a bunch of Lego Star Wars stop motions.
Right.
Because I think I connected as a kid to the ability to instantly make new original narrative. And fully realize it. And, like, show a narrative that wouldn't be seen before without me just, like, playing.
Right.
And I wasn't present. I'd made the thing, and my
Right.
name was on the channel, and you'd only care about me if you liked my video and were like, how did you make it?
Right.
Or...
Right.
But that was the emergence of the I want to be famous in the industry.
Right.
Like, the behind.
Right.
And I think I've, like, instinctively always had that
absolutely.
relationship to the internet, because I only respected people on the internet who were like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also, like, they realized that their product was the product, and them
Mm-hmm.
was not something that was valuable.
Right.
Them. Like, present them. Like, their personality was something that wasn't valuable. And
Right.
I always thought myself the same. I was like, my personality is not valuable. My product can be.
Right.
I wanted to separate those.
It's interesting because I have a different... I'm almost the opposite.
Yeah.
Because as I got older, so many times I was like, I shouldn't be... I love doing this, but I don't like this goal of, like, being a YouTuber. I'm like, I just want to... I'm just having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, this is just having fun things to do. But it's interesting, once I took my gap year, or during my gap year, I wasn't working. I didn't have much going on. I was extremely depressed, so I couldn't get a job, couldn't do much, right?
Yikes.
It was pretty yikes. But, so, like, making YouTube videos was just, like, something... It sounds so stupid, but it was just, like, something to focus on and, like, give me something to work on.
That doesn't sound stupid at all.
But it's, like...
Every person...
Like...
People need that.
But once what happened was that I had been so caught up in this idea of, like, making, like, popular videos and, like, this idea of, like, growth, and I was constantly checking, like, numbers and all this and that. But then there was a night where I was, like, I was just I was a wreck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I literally just need to do something right now. And something that I've always, like, held true to myself, and something that other people have told me and I'm really proud of, is that I'm the same person online as I am in real life.
That is 100% true.
Or I try my absolute best. It's not like I press the camera, it's like, hey guys, like, and it used to be that way, but it's not. And so there was...
That's your relation with digital skin.
Right.
You try to minimize it.
I try to minimize it as
maximum digital skin.
Right. And so there was this night where I made a video. What was I doing? I was literally just on the internet. I think I called it, like, TikTok fashion review or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally just analyzed people's whatever on, like, TikTok, like the Hype House and their outfits or whatever.
Yeah.
And I edited it that night and I uploaded it that night. And I went to bed. I was just like, great, we'll figure it out tomorrow. But then I woke up in the morning and I was like, I had to, like, ask myself, okay, so what if I made a video, and what if it completely blew up, and what if I had, like, 5 million subscribers and all that? What? Like, then what? I would be a mess.
You would have to alter what you do.
I would be a mess. Dealing with, like, people online and judgment is not my thing. I can barely... I have a really hard time with criticism. So having, like, the world and the internet, I was like, as fun as that looks, it's probably not that fun. And so that's when I absolutely gave up and was like, I will literally just upload. And before I was uploading whatever I wanted to, but I was like... I'm like, Andy, in the editing process, there were there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I should probably cut that out. Like, nobody cares about that. I'm like, okay, well, if they don't care, then they don't have to watch it.
Yeah. See, you figured it out, I think.
And yeah, I've consistently not gotten a ton of views. I have, for multiple years, I reach, like, 200-300 viewers per video, and, like,
but
I'm like,
the thing is, as one of your viewers, when I watch one of them, I feel like you made it for me.
Right.
Which is like,
oh my god, wait,
one
okay.
of your friends.
I have something else to say. I have something really, okay.
Yeah.
So, because I've always been committed to YouTube, but since taking my gap year, right?
Mm-hmm.
YouTube was like a consistent thing for me.
Larger thing.
It was a larger thing.
Mm-hmm.
And also, in high school and in middle school, nobody talked about my YouTube channel. People knew about it, but nobody it wasn't like people were like, oh, let's all watch a video. Like, and if anybody did mention it at school, I kind of brushed it away really fast.
Uh-huh.
And so it was so strange in the professional practices class. I made like a highlight reel from my YouTube channel to put on my website.
Yeah.
And I showed it in class, and it was I haven't felt that anxious and uncomfortable in such a long time, because I realized that I'm talking to myself in these videos. I'm making them for me, because I have nothing else to do.
You're making them for people who know who you are already.
But I realize I don't like the videos that I make are so, especially when I'm just like sitting here and talking, they're made for one person at a time. They're not to be viewed by like friends. It's like, oh, let's all sit down and watch Jasmine's video.
Yeah, because then it's like, when am I supposed to react? Because like, I find the best time to watch your videos is like, I'm like playing a game.
Right.
And I like pull up my phone and I'm like, oh, I forgot to watch this one.
Right.
I put it on and I'm like, it's more like a podcasty.
Right.
Like,
right.
I'm not like, whoa, gotta put it on the big screen.
Right. Which my parents used to do.
Yikes.
Whenever I'd upload a video, they'd have to like pull it up on the TV. We'd all have to sit down, and it was just, I hated it.
I would fucking hate that too.
And so I've told my parents, I'm like, look, you can watch my videos, but I cannot be there, and you can't watch them together.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch them on your own time and don't tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. I figured that was the way to watch your videos, and I can't say that I've been on like following a YouTube channel in that way, really.
Right.
Like, some YouTube channels, I figured this out, is there is a separation, because I will sometimes watch YouTube on my TV. Mm-hmm. I have a TV in my room, and it's pretty small, it's not huge, but I find it convenient because I can sit in my bed and like work on something on my laptop and then be watching a video.
It's like background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one type of video that works perfectly for that is like Red Letter Media. I fucking love them. They have like set pieces and they just review movies, and it's like two guys sitting in a chair, but there's like a set piece and it looks good on a TV. When I watch like a video essay and it's like text and like, you know, that doesn't work.
Right.
And
yeah.
Like,
okay. Because
animation like doesn't usually work. It's
right.
like laptop or phone.
I've given up because for a while I felt like in order to be liked by anyone my age, I had to like fall under this like Emma Chamberlain crazy editing situation.
I hate that shit.
And the editing process for me was awful. My mom can tell you there were tears because I was like, I hate this. And so I got to a point where I was like, listen, if that's what you need to stay entertained and to like me, then maybe just don't watch me.
Maybe leave.
You know what I mean? I felt like I had to band-aid my person. Like, it was kind of just like, hang in there, like, stay with me. I'm gonna do all these things.
I get that feeling from some of your older
So, like,
videos.
You can stay with me. You know what I mean?
It's
and
like
I hated it.
Frantic.
Frantic.
Trying to, like, I'm a YouTuber.
Right.
Trying to be a YouTuber.
Right. And I hated it.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
See, I want to, when I make my videos, I want them to fucking break preconceived notions of what you should be doing on YouTube.
Right. I'm like, if you can't handle just sitting here listening to me talk, then maybe this is just flat out just like not for you.
I think the goal to have a good relationship with your content is to not compromise and not, like, that sounds stupid, but, like,
No.
not compromise and, like, not try to make something.
Yes.
Make what you would want to see.
Okay. I'm having a hard time with that idea.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't necessarily watch what I make.
Yeah. I get that.
And so I'm like, is this the right thing?
I feel like people, in general, I think people who make content won't watch what they make. I feel like it's weird to do that. But
okay.
if someone else made a similar-ish video to what you do, would you watch it? Like someone that you knew? Like if you were in the audience of you.
Mm-hmm.
If like you had a friend that you knew like pretty well.
Right.
And it was interesting to watch them talk about what they go through.
Right.
You'd probably watch it.
I'd probably watch it.
That's why I watch your videos, because I'm like, I know you.
Right.
And I fill in the blanks. And I think it's
really
right. Fun to hear you like go through it on your own time.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's interesting because I've been like dabbling in trying to like write music and make music, but I'm like, I would not listen to this. But it's fun to make it, but I'm like, this is not something that I would listen to.
I was struggling with that with the Lord Golb videos for so long. And I finally got to the point where I was like, fuck yeah, I would watch that, and then I would harass the person running the channel till they make more.
Right, and so I'm like, how does one get there without copying?
I think the thing is you go, I want to make a Tanner Miller moment, then you go, I want to make a Lord Gold stop motion, then you go, I want to make the format like a narrative format, and then you go, I want to make it like this, and then you go, it doesn't work like this, I gotta change it like this,
just trial and error,
and you refine the idea itself. I've done this for a year and a half, I think. I have made minimal content. I haven't made one full video.
Is it up there?
No, there's not one full video.
Oh,
there's an intro and an outro,
okay,
and multiple in-betweens. Right. Like, probably 5 filmed episodes.
Good.
But none of them fit what I wanted. So I didn't spend the effort to finish them. That's just how I work. I feel no anxiety about wasted work.
Because you learned something from it.
Yeah, because I'm like, no, I will use this. Because the Tanner Miller moment, the first iteration, I want to do a podcast style thing. Integrated into the final product. In a way that I'm like actively talking as if it's just me talking, like the wizard himself is just talking to a camera, and he knows he's being recorded, and he's doing it purposefully with intent. That segment of the podcast gets retained. Stop motion, I retained the character element. Then the narrative, I retained the whole story, and the background elements pop in, but they're not important. And it's like, holy fuck, there's like, as a viewer, when you watch that, you're like, there is a puzzle I can solve behind this if I want to. And I love that shit. Because you can either go for what's presented, or you can go for a different layer of it. What do I actually value? Because I would attempt to make something, and I'd be like, I don't like this. It didn't work. It didn't connect. And now it's starting to connect, and I think I'm going to be cranking out videos this summer.
You guys, that whole rant was
Hashtag Summer of Gulp 2022.
Summer of Gulp.
I made a TikTok.
Hot Gulp Summer, yeah. No, this hour and a half conversation was all just for Tanner to announce.
Hashtag Summer of Gulp.
Yeah.
I think
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I hope I don't pressure myself into being like, this is when you get it done. Because if it needs more refinement, I'm going to take the time. But I think I just need to be like, enough refinement conceptually. Let's refine after. Let's make one for sure.
Figure it out.
And then put it out there and see what people like.
Right.
Also, I might need your help for one of these parts.
Okay.
I want to do Golb on the Street.
Golb on the Street. Yeah.
I want to paint myself pink
Great.
and purple and
Great.
paint I want to be fully painted. I want to go
Awesome.
skateboarding. I've never skateboarded before.
Okay.
I want to go interview
I can
people
teach you.
on the street.
I can skateboard.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a pink penny board.
Nice.
That tracks.
I know how to stand on one.
Okay. There
but
you go.
I just
Step
want
one
to
complete.
eat shit in my wizard
Got
costume.
it.
That's
Got it.
the
Okay,
goal.
then I won't teach you. We'll
Yeah.
go right for the half pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right for that big halfy pipe.
Right.
Golb skiing would
go
be
for,
fun.
Just pipe it.
Nice.
Okay, so you want to go around and like ask questions and shit?
I want to do like live action shit, whether that be like the camera fucks up and it shows me in real life in the Golb costume.
Pause. We should take this on the street because
That would be fun.
We both have the confidence to just go up to people.
Yeah. What I would enjoy doing is like just getting like chairs and like putting it in Drake Park
And
then
just letting
doing this.
people. Oh my god!
Yeah,
wait,
and
yeah.
like putting up a sign
Right.
that says like podcast.
Well, there's those people that do podcasts, but it's outside.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll copy them. I
Okay.
don't care. They don't own podcasting and outside.
Right.
They
We could do
know that.
podcast at the park.
We don't even need to call it anything different. We just like this is
We're copying
Zim
them.
Zam Zuck.
Right.
We came up with a hugely innovative idea
Right.
to do a podcast, but you're outside.
Right. Never done before.
See, they know how simple that idea is. That's why it's called that.
Right. Right.
Because they're like, we gotta grab this as ours first.
Right. Right.
And they're not the only people that do that. I fucking love Therapy Gecko.
What if the sign
Have you
is...
seen Therapy Gecko?
No.
Okay, awesome.
Oh no.
Awesome channel.
Okay.
He's
It's a
a-
YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah, he started off at TikTok.
Okay.
Now he's a YouTuber.
Aren't they all?
He wears a green gecko costume.
Okay.
Paints his face green.
Right.
He sits in a chair, and people
Oh,
call
wait.
in.
Maybe
People-
I have seen this. Yeah.
People call in live, and they give him. They're like, I'm going through a bad situation.
Right.
And he tries to talk to them.
Go for it.
That's it. Two
Okay.
things I like.
Right.
Talking with randoms.
Right.
Infinite content there. It's just
Infinite.
super fun to hear random people. I love doing it. And then gecko costume.
Right.
How could you hate it?
How could you
Instantly
hate it?
iconic. It just connects.
Right.
That's like a simplified Lord Gold.
Right. I can't, sorry, I'm like half paying attention because all I can think about is our sign on our table saying, come get zucked. Want to get zucked? Question mark.
Zim Zam Zuck? Getting zucked? It's more likely than you'd think. Call 1-800-ZimZamZucked.org.net.co
.me.design.
for a free consultation on how you can get zucked in the best way possible. This is brought to you by...
Can't get zucked.
Can't get zucked unless you zuck yourself. Zim Zam Zucked.
Hey, you. Stop sucking. Start zucking.
Right there, you. I see you. You're trying to suck when you should zuck. Zim Zam Zucked.
Oh my god, this is not good. This is not... Ah, god.
We're leaving it all in because we need to do the jazmataz content style,
What do you mean?
which is where you present more of yourself rather than less, which is something I need to get better at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you... That happens a lot.
What does?
Where I have... Like that.
Yeah.
It's like I've got so many words to try to say that my mouth is like, overheat. My mouth
none.
overheats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't, like, externalize ideas. It's hard to do sometimes. And
Right.
It's also, I have a fear of silence.
Is it harder than pitching in the postseason though?
I don't know what that means.
No, because one time we were watching the World Series and the guy said, oh, there is nothing harder than pitching in the postseason. And
Nothing? Have you ever tried being a mother?
And so
It's
now,
the hardest job on earth.
And so now, anytime I say like something is hard, my dad goes, "It's not harder than pitching in the postseason." I realize sometimes I'll say jokes and I'm like, you wouldn't get it unless you're one of the 3 people that live in the house.
Unless the joke was set up. Yeah.
Right. Unless you're Jody or Brian. What are
Shout
your
out
parents'
Jody,
names?
Brian. Casey and Shiley.
Shiley?
Shiley. She was named after a cow.
Ah, but
this
of
is
course.
A fun fact.
Wait, that's fun.
Shiley
That's
Miller.
not where I thought I was going there. It started with like Case, and so I was like, oh, Casey must be mom. And then you hit me with Shiley. I said,
Casey's my dad.
That's what I realized, and I was like, this is so fun. I have been thinking about, my mom recently told me that my great something was named Evangeline, and I haven't gotten over that, and I do think I will be naming one of my children that I am too scared to have because I'm scared of not only pregnancy but intimacy. And so
that seems like maybe next episode we could
get
into that a bit.
Yeah, maybe one day we can have a guest star and we just
therapist.
It'll just be my therapist, but we won't say it's my therapist for HIPAA reasons. We'll just be like, hey, here's this lady that I know, but it's really
good lady friend.
Yeah. No, but basically I'm like, I'm gonna name my child Evangeline, but I'm like, how do you approach the nickname of Evangeline?
Give me a second.
I just overshared in a way.
Evangeline?
Would it be Evie? Would it be Ava? Would it be Ev? Evan?
I would do Evan.
As for a girl?
Evan is an awesome girl name. I know a girl named Evan Parks. Shout out Evan Parks. She's badass. She's really cool. Owns the name Evan, and it's a great girl's name. I also think Ryan is a good girl's name.
Agree. My cousin's name is Ryan.
I have a cousin named
with
Ryan, too.
2 N's.
I don't like it.
It's giving a little Utah, but I love it.
Yeah, it is giving a bit Utah.
And my cousin Isaac, he spells it with 2 A's.
I have a cousin Isaac, too.
Oh my god, maybe it's the same. Are we? Well, we're twins.
We're twins.
So that works out.
It does work out. That's cool.
We got to work.
Is this a High School Musical thing?
Yeah. Work this out.
For a second, was it your mom or dad started singing a song, and I was like, "It's High School Musical." They all know High School Musical.
No, my parents couldn't sing any High School Musical.
I know.
My dad.
They said, "What's the best song of the summer?" And I go, "He's gonna start singing High School." No. I thought it was like you guys like every night you guys like curl up on the couch and you like watch each High School Musical movie in a row.
Right, like Mondays.
I was like, I just assume that's all you guys do.
No, and let me remind you,
he's gonna make me sing a High School Musical.
I've only seen
School's out for the summer, or like whatever.
No, he sings that every time I'd be out of Montessori school. I'd come home and have my grilled sandwich. My dad would come home and he'd be like,
"Grilled what sandwich? You can't just say grilled sandwich. Grilled what sandwich? What's in it?
As a kid,
cheese or
as a
grilled
kid,
BLT?
Oh my god, wait, this is how long is this podcast? Okay. I was a bitch.
I like long podcasts.
I do too. Okay,
I like unedited long podcasts.
Until maybe sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
My like I have the shoe, I had the sandwich. Like I had my sandwich order.
Mayo.
Yeah. It was grilled,
I called it
grilled with literally just mayo and turkey meat.
Grill a hot mayo turkey sandwich. Honestly,
it's pretty good.
I'm not gonna hate you for that. I was that plus cheese. But on good bread.
Wait for my pizza order.
I'm so scared.
It's like the pizza equivalent of that sandwich.
What's the mayo equivalent of pizza?
No, I would tell them, I can say it as if it was a line I spoke in a Broadway play. I'd go, no sauce, cheese, and sausage.
So you made them make a whole fucking pizza.
Just cheese bread with sausage. And then once I got into high school, it was like, I'm like spinach.
Why no sauce?
Because I hated when restaurants would put too much sauce. Like nothing grossed me out more. But now there's sauce.
You grew up.
I grew up.
That's good. My order, I went to the same sandwich shop for like a year. Shout out New York City Sub Shop in Bend. They're awesome.
New York City Sub Shop.
Where are we gonna put this?
I don't know. We can.
You want to throw it on Jazmataz?
Sure.
A forced video that I included myself into?
No, I'm not kidding.
First Jazmataz. Oh wait, no.
It'll be what?
I was gonna say first Jazmataz like crossover, but like you've had plenty of people on your thing.
No, I haven't.
You've had your sister on.
Okay, but she's like a part of me, so that's like
Yeah.
I basically having myself on.
First co-star
You are the first male co-star
of Jazmataz Industries.
Yes.
Oh my god!
And also, I would like to publicly apologize.
Wait, are you gonna apologize publicly?
I'm gonna apologize publicly. That'll sound really good.
No pop filter. No pop filter.
Oh my god, we didn't even talk about pippity pop. We didn't even talk about that.
What is that?
Fake fan. We didn't talk about Bo Burnham's outtakes.
Oh.
We'll get to that another time.
We'll get to that. I really have some cool things to say.
I have some pippity pop. Okay.
What is that from? What was
Trying to make microwave popcorn.
I didn't like that song.
I didn't either until I listened really closely and realized in the background he was going pippity pop, and now I still have to make my apology.
Oh yeah.
I want to publicly apologize. I want to publicly apologize to Tanner for just calling you a guy friend on my men video. Because you came to school and you said, a guy friend? And so I'm sorry if that hurt you. I can tell it hurt you.
No, I think my intention. You said my name in the video.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I was like,
the day after you seemed hurt, and I was like, I don't know if we're friends anymore.
Let me recount. I think I was annoyed personally that you were like obsessive over my gender.
Well, it was a video about men. Did you watch the whole video?
No, I did. But like in that specific section where you're like, I made a man friend.
Right.
I was like,
right. Well,
I'm more than that.
And so that's but I also knew that the topic of the video was gonna be my fear of men. So congrats.
No.
I'm not scared of you. So
that was groundbreaking.
Win.
That was groundbreaking, and I think I have no problem with that, and I didn't have a problem with it at the time.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with it now.
Okay.
I love that video. I've shown it to multiple people.
You have?
Oh yeah.
Just the part about you?
No, the whole thing. I'm like, watch the Jazmataz video.
Right. And watch this video about this girl unpacking her trauma.
My brother Finn watches all of them.
Really?
Yeah, he likes them. He goes up and he's like, "Did you watch the new one?" I'm like, "No."
No.
And I'm like, shit. And he's like, "Good, watch it. It's really good."
Right.
He likes them. He doesn't even really know you. Publicly.
It's your mic now.
Apology.
Make it official. It's official.
That's gonna sound awful. I'm gonna check the waves on that. That's all red, baby. I had no problem with that video. I liked it. I was really happy that you actually like said my name.
I was okay.
I was like, if you just like, I made a man friend. I'm not as scared of them anymore.
But
I would be a little annoyed.
Note that I didn't really mention. I mean, I have updates for you about that too.
About him, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like a on-camera update?
No.
Are you scared?
No. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack.
If it's on a thing.
Yeah.
And you could be found and
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like already. It's my palms sweaty.
Knees weak. Mom's spaghetti. Speaking of that,
isn't there something about
Eminem lives in Bend now?
Really?
Yeah.
And I heard he's going to jail and he's gonna die there.
Yeah, he's gonna die in jail.
I made my die in jail.
You fucking did it. That's for the viewers. I'm gonna give context.
Okay.
So I've been doing this bit where I will say fake news, and then I'll say, or someone will be like, oh, references like a person, and I go, oh, that person actually died in prison. Prison. Died in prison. It's punchier because P is a funny word. P, porcupine.
And I laugh
pergola.
Every time. I can't get over.
I think the joke builds on itself because it's stupid and unfunny, and I think I heard it somewhere.
There was one day where it was every single sentence was just like, oh, he died in prison, and every time I'm like, oh, like
yeah, because you're not ready for it.
I'm a gullible bitch.
Yeah, one could say that.
One could argue.
We were talking about something before and we got lost.
I was publicly apologizing, and then we got on a tangent, and then I publicly apologized, and then what were we talking about?
We were just on something.
Pippity pop. Weren't we?
Okay, yeah, moving on.
Moving on.
What was your thoughts on the Bo Burnham outtakes?
We're gonna go for that now. We're almost 2 hours in.
Oh
shit. Well, I don't.
Oh god, it has been a long time. Let's wrap this up.
I think we should wrap this up.
I'm running out of steam.
Me too.
For a good conversation. This has been so fun, though.
Wait. What color straw did I put in yours? I have a pink reusable straw. I think you have a yellow one. Are you okay with that?
Did you fucking build this?
Yeah.
What were the parts?
Well, it was the microphone. I had to cut off the grid. I had to make a hole in the bottom. And then I tore it apart. I took off the cap, tore it apart, stuffed it with tissue. Yours has tissues. Mine has tissues plus cotton balls. I didn't have any cotton balls for yours. And then I clipped the mic onto a straw that I bent so it sits like this, and then the straw goes down this way.
She fucking built another one for me. Isn't that so nice?
I did it once. That one only took me like 5 minutes. I'm getting faster now.
It looks like 5 minutes, but I appreciate it.
Well, yours needs bedazzled, and then you need to like swing it around so the bedazzled, and then you also need to try to burn the stars off, but it looks like a dog chewed it.
This is gonna come back looking like a Tanner microphone.
Great.
And that one can be bedazzled and look like a Jasmine microphone.
Yeah, my mom's like, you need to fix it. My mom's like, it needs help.
I keep looking at it, and I feel bad because I'm like looking over to make eye contact with you while we're talking, and then I look at your mic, and it's distracting.
It is distracting.
Yeah. Also, I was just going to say, this was really fun.
This was very fun. I'm so glad we did this.
I felt like we were having a great conversation.
Me too.
We were flowing off of each other, and it's a good start to a podcast.
Right. I also like how we're super backlit, too. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Oh, yeah, we're super
backlit. Super backlit.
Super backlit. How did you make that sound?
Super backlit.
No, it was like
we're super backlit.
Yeah. Super backlit.
It's like a glottal attack.
Speaking of glottal attack.
Yeah.
Where could that go? All right. Where could that segue go?
My dad will do that. We'll be talking about, I don't know, fucking pepperoni. He'll be like, speaking of pepperoni, John died. And it's like...
Damn. I was gonna do my bisexual Barack Obama impression.
Wow! Should we? Should you?
It's progressive.
Okay. Alright.
It's made of progressive parts to make something that I don't know if it's progressive or not.
Okay.
I find it funny and a little harmless.
You know what? You don't know until you try. Why don't you give it a shot, and then we'll think.
We'll cut it in or out if it's good.
Right, we'll sleep on it. I'll sleep on it.
Let me be queer.
You've done that before. How did I not know? But
Barack
it's the
Obama.
let me be queer that gets me.
Yeah, because it's a classic combination of the Barack part and the bisexual part. You put them together.
The queer. It's just, he could be anything. They could be
He's
anything.
asking, will you please let him?
Let me be queer.
Let me be queer.
Yeah.
Like, please let me. Like, let me.
He's begging.
Do you want me to say something about Jerry Seinfeld voice to, like, wrap this up?
It wouldn't be...
Bee! I'm a bee!
My dog stepped on a bee.
My dog stepped on a bee! There's nothing wrong with stepping on bees.
I stepped on a dead bee once and it got stung, and then I was so dramatic about it that my sister made me crutches because I was in Wisconsin, and so she like whittled a tree for me and she made crutches for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then the next day I stepped on another bee because I was gonna try to do a back handspring and then I chickened out.
A back handspring into a
back handspring!
I was freestyle rapping while driving over here today.
Oh my god, I'm jealous.
And my voice started slowly descending into a Jerry Seinfeld voice, and by the end of it, I was doing like a full like Jerry Seinfeld rap.
Right. I couldn't even attempt a Jerry Seinfeld impression. Although I do a mean Taylor Swift.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's when she's singing
Just do
Mean.
it.
She sounds like she's about to start laughing.
Okay.
You, with your words like nails on a chalkboard, calling me out when I'm like she almost starts.
Oh my god,
you know
that
what
was
I mean?
good.
You know what? Like she almost starts.
Holy
when
fuck!
Did you something on the phones again? Or like you're on the like. It's
yeah,
like it's like.
Like she's going like this in the studio, like.
She's just like. But the mean one,
You're
it's like
on the phone with your boyfriend. He's upset.
That's the bisexual version. That's the yeah.
It isn't this easy.
And you've got a smile that could light up this whole town. I haven't seen it in a while. She's about to start laughing there. While Sixer brought you down. You say you're fine, I know you're better than that. Doing with a girl like that. She wears high heels, I wear sneakers. She's cheer captain and I'm on the bleachers. Dreaming about the day. She releases the like whatever album that's on, and then she adds a rasp. Dreaming about the day that you wake up and find that what you're looking for. Can't you see it out of the way?
You understands you.
You do that too. Oh my god, I'm not alone.
No breathing.
Oh my god, I think it's so bad. Right.
Touch me, that's all.
On that note,
That's been
that's life.
I think we drained every ounce of entertainment. I am lightheaded. That has been a good podcast.
Last night I got bored. I hadn't listened to my stupid song in like a month, and then I decided to add a 5-part harmony to the whole thing.
Oh.
So now it sounds like a high school choir,
Fuck yeah.
and I think it's therefore done. So that's good.
Good job.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you see what James Charles wore to Coachella?
No.
Did you see?
Just see what damn if we can't
James
do,
Charles got a Brazilian butt
should,
lift. Did you know that?
Impacts me in no way.
I
have
huge.
no opinion on this.
It's like bigger than mine. It's huge.
This might impact me a little bit if I do see it.
Okay, it's not. I haven't eaten in 1 hour. And
It's
56
time
minutes.
to stop. I don't know how to end this. Cut it right there.